Hello everyone, I am Vijayanand Narsingrao Janardhan introducing you about motion from physics. Let us see definition of motion. Change in action with respect to time or change in position with respect to time is known as motion. Two kinds of motion. Visible motion. Motion can be seen with our naked eyes are known as visible motion. Example, movements of the birds and other objects. Invisible motion. Motions cannot be seen with our naked eyes are known as invisible motion. Example, flow of blood from our arteries and vein. Motion of electrons from the conductor. Motion is a relative phenomena. Let us see how. Consider A, B and C are three friends. A and B sitting together in a moving train and C is at the platform of the station. With respect to C, A and B are moving forward. With respect to A and B, C is moving back. With respect to A, B is stationary. With respect to B, A is stationary. It shows that an object may appears to be moving for one person and stationary for some other. It means that motion is a relative concept. Let us see about different types of the motion. Random motion, not having fixed path. Example, motion of the bird. Linear motion, motion of the object in a straight line. Example, freely falling object. Circular motion, motion of the particle along the circumference of the circle is known as circular motion. Example, motion of the planet around the sun. Rotatory motion, rotation of an object on its fixed path is known as rotatory motion. Example, the earth rotates about its axis. Oscillatory motion, to and fro and up and down motions on a fixed path. Example, motion of pendulum or swing. Vibratory motion is similar to the oscillatory motion. Example is production of sound. Projectile motion, the motion of parabolic path is known as projectile motion. Example, throwing a stone is an example of projectile motion. Let us discuss about some important physical quantities such as distance and displacement. Distance, total path covered by the object is known as the distance. Distance is a scalar quantity. Displacement, shortest distance between initial and final position is known as displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity. The SI unit of distance and displacement is the meter. When distance is observed with respect to time, two different forms of the motions are observed: uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Motion in which objects covers equal distance in equal interval of time is known as uniform motion. The ratio of distance and time is constant. Non-uniform motion, motion in which objects covers equal distance in unequal interval of time or unequal distance in equal interval of time. The ratio of distance and time is not a constant. This kind of the motion is known as non-uniform motion. Again, some important quantities in physics, that is speed and velocity. Speed is the ratio of distance and time. Speed is a scalar quantity. Velocity is a ratio of displacement and time. Velocity is a vector quantity. For instantaneous speed and velocity, time is reaching to the zero. For average speed and average velocity, the total distance by total time is represented by average speed. For average velocity, the total displacement by total time. The SI unit of speed and velocity is the same. That is, the SI unit of the speed and velocity is meter per second. And one again important quantity is acceleration. The acceleration is rate of change of velocity. Mathematical formula of acceleration is A equals to V minus U by T, where A is the acceleration, T is the time, U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity. Basically, acceleration is in three forms: positive acceleration, negative acceleration, and zero acceleration. In positive acceleration, difference between final velocity and initial velocity is greater than zero. In negative acceleration, difference between final velocity and initial velocity is less than zero. In zero acceleration, both the velocities are constant. When we are taking the ratios of velocity and time is always constant, that is zero. That's why zero acceleration, also known as uniform acceleration. SI unit of the acceleration is meter per second square. The relation between velocity, time and acceleration are also known as kinematic equation. The first kinematic equation is V equals to U plus AT. This equation is known as velocity equation. Second equation is S equals to ut plus 1 upon 2 at square. This equation is known as displacement equation. The third equation is v square equals to u square plus 2s. This equation is known as timeless equation. The fourth equation, S equals to the product of average velocity into time. This equation is known as average displacement. Thank you for watching me. Please like and subscribe.